Hey,
Oh, so
what's up, folks? We back in this thing again, and you want me to? I gotta do it. So
yeah, do it.
Nico was
didn't say
like,
don't
Nico
do
was
it.
like, so I was like, the next time was coming up, and he was
This is
just
the
like,
third podcast we've done today. The
okay.
first two he did with the shades on.
So my man like was giving me gripe about, oh man, the shades, with the shades. Oh, I'm rocking the shades. What was wrong, man? I thought she was gonna be like, oh, because in the house. So whatever. So my man hits me with this, man. I can't see your eyes, man. I can't really connect. I'm like, oh man, getting all sentimental on me. So I was like, man, what? I took him off. Like, what's the difference? You said, oh, I feel like we're more connected. This man,
I didn't say it like that.
it's like a poker game,
I
bro.
just said it normal.
Poker game, like
I didn't say it like that. Like, oh my god.
is that what you gonna do? Is that what we
I didn't say it like that. I just said
doing?
like we. And I feel like I can't see your eyes. Like you talk to people, you look in the eyes. In our beautiful Western culture. Anyway, what was the topic?
Thank you for your concern. I'm doing well.
Yeah.
Topic is this. I don't know why I'm hitting the table like I know it doesn't hit the mic. The difference between liking someone and loving someone. So I had this I had this conversation recently about the people that you like. So you like
we
someone.
Meaning like relationship wise, like
just any relationship,
someone, right?
Any relationship, really. Think about this.
Well, if not, it wouldn't be liking love.
Yeah, any relationship, right? When you like someone, you're more willing to be accommodating to that person. You're more willing to be patient with that person. You're more willing to go out of your way and sacrifice.
Whether you like them or something they can do for you.
But let's just say you like that person. You genuinely like that person. You're more willing to do things for that person.
I meet someone and
no.
So I meet someone and I'm interested. I like her, and I'm more.
Say you got a family member. You like a fammy member.
Okay, right? I like a family member.
You like a family member, and you're willing to go out of your way.
Stupid joke.
Oh, stupid. Oh my god.
Go ahead.
I'm wearing the shades.
Sorry.
It's foolishness. But nah, say you genuinely like someone, friend, relationship, family member. You have a relationship with them, and you genuinely like them, right? You're more willing to do for that person, right?
100%.
All right. Say you have love for someone, but you really don't like them, right?
Oh, 100%.
Right. So there's people that you love, but you might not like them all the time.
So love is necessarily not the next step to liking someone. There are two
legs of their own. Yeah, so love, the next step after. So say you like someone, right? You like it, generally like it. But say you love somebody. Usually, if you love somebody, you're expecting that person out of love to accommodate you, to be patient with you.
We can avoid it.
And to be, and to basically be understanding of you. If that person loves you, right? So if you like someone, you're willing to burden yourself. But if there's love between you, you're expecting someone else to reciprocate the cost of dealing with you, right? Or cost of interacting with you. So I found this thing weird, right? You have people that you're engaging with, like, yeah, I got love for my brother, but my brother's an a-hole. So I love my brother, but I don't like him. And if off the strength of love or family or maybe tradition, it might be a little toxic sometimes about when it comes to those connections. You do things out of love, but not out of liking somebody. So yeah, I got you. Yeah. We family, we bros, yada yada. But if you did like that person, you'd be more inclined and quicker to do something, right? So but sometimes I think it's like it could be vice versa. So like, let's say we talk about romantic relationships, right?
Yeah.
The girl you like, you'd be more inclined to do things for her. Post haste, boom, 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 right?
100%.
Right. But once you get settled in a relationship and you know you love your girl, right? If she asks you to do things, depending on where you are in that relationship, how seasoned it is.
I can be like, oh my God, no.
Yeah.
Even though I like her and love her, it's like, I don't want to do it.
But now you know.
Even if it's something simple.
Yeah, but you
don't want to do it.
You know you love your girl love you, and just be like, hey, can you do this for me? You're like, okay, I got to do this thing. And I'm going to do it out of love. But when it was fresh and early in the relationship, because you really liked her before you got to a point
you will offer.
Her. Oh, you on it, right? So I thought it was this weird contrast between what we do when we like somebody, as opposed to what our relationships are when we love somebody. Like I said, when you like someone, you accommodate for them. You are more patient with that person. You're just more understanding. You go through all those matters. But when you're in love, you will be patient with that person. You will accommodate that person, but it's not like you're going out of your way to do it.
And also, another difference that I think I see is when you like versus when you love someone. Is that when you like someone, there's more of a relaxing tone to things. It's just more like it's cool, it's chill. Like I like you, yeah, for sure, I'll do it. Yeah, when you love it, it's like I don't know. I just feel like I don't want to say pressure, but or bigger stakes. I don't know what to call it, but it just it feels heavier. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like when you do something out of love, even if it's little, it's like, oh, this is my task because I want to do it because I love this person, blah blah blah. But that's not the same feeling you get when you just like someone, because it's like, in that sense, when you like someone and you do something for them, it feels better because it's not, you don't feel as pressure. You do it because you like them, you want to do it, and it's cool.
Yeah.
Does that kind of, do you kind of see where I'm going?
I feel what you're saying on that. I think to kind of take off that point, I think it's best when you both like and love someone, because love is a good foundation, but liking someone is good, is energy. So if you love someone, that's always going to give you a good foundational rail to follow. But if you like them, it's going to help you. It's going to push you on that rail faster. So, if you do things out of love as a duty, it does kind of have that lull, like it's an exercise. But when you say, man, I love my family, I love my bro, I love my girl, and you're energetic to do it, is because you generally like that person too. So it's just basically like, because I like the person I love, I'm inclined to always be on it because I'm really invested. If you don't really like a person but you love that person, your love is settled. You're settled in the relationship. And it's like, no, I have love for that person. I associate, but I really don't like them. Liking is motivation. It's the engine. It's the steam engine behind the rail of the love rail that you're on. Hell, it sucks because you can like someone and not love them, and it will make you conduct a certain way. You can love someone and not like them. It'll create that situation. I think it's best if you both like and love someone and they're consistent. You get the perfect combination. You got a perfect 1-2 combination. Now, if you don't like them and you don't love them, that could be what it is. Yeah, huh?
But that's more complex to find.
What,
like when you like and love someone? Yeah, especially not at the beginning stages of.
Yeah, because you don't like someone at first until you convert into love. I think what happens for a lot of people is when the two start to like split. Like you start loving them as you start loving them and you start liking them less. It's like, okay, because you start settling into complacency, or you're comfortable, but they've just been around, and people's like, oh, they consider that love. No, it's not love. You're just used to that person.
I feel, that's exactly what you took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I feel like when in that situation that I think we've all been on.
Yeah.
More than once. I feel like it's more you being used to that person, and number one, or number two, it's the idea of them. Maybe it's an idea of how things were at the beginning. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's an idea of how they were to you in the beginning. Maybe how they were in the beginning, and maybe some aspects have changed. So maybe you met X person, but then now this is really XY person.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
So you love the person you used to like, but the person they are now you no longer like. So you might have fallen in love with the person you liked.
Exactly.
And
and the dangerous thing with the love is also that the love can keep you from seeing those things that you don't like, that you don't like. They're right in front of you. You can't see them though.
Yeah. Or you compromise and say, well, because I love this person, and that's how you get stuck in like bad relationships.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, and people misappropriate love.
You take that trade-off. You're like, I'll give you a pass on this. Yeah. I don't like it. I see it. I'm aware of it. Mm-hmm. But I'll give you a pass on this.
Yeah, but then you're in a position where you no longer like what you're dealing with. The best combination is both liking and loving a situation or a person or whatever. That's the best. You know what?
That's when the love comes in, and that's what you say.
Or there's a third rail in there. Forgot this. You should at least be able to have the key.
The next podcast. Go ahead.
That's what's up. The key aspect of respect, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anybody I really like that I don't respect. I don't think there's anybody who I love that I don't respect.
That's very true.
Yeah, so I think that's
we left that one out.
Yeah, but I was only thinking about liking and loving in regards to that situation.
They're a little more relatable.
Yeah, but think about when the oil and the water separate from, like, I'd say I love this person, but I'm not too sure I still like them. It like ebbs and flows. Love is in or out, right? And you're in
exactly.
it, you're out it. But to some degree, you can mature it and it will maintain. You will have acquired a certain love for someone, right? Liking and loving is just based on a situation. I like you today. I don't.
That's
like
very. It's a short-term cycle. You like, you don't like, you like, you don't like. That's
right.
Okay.
Day to day, right? But I think overall, the main thread in that is respect. Do I respect you? Do I respect the transition from the day I met you and the person I really liked into loving, and then you follow it through to, like, the whole time I respect? Because sometimes your respect might waver. Things might happen that you might lose this, lose that, and things can be restored. So it can waver the line, but the line of respect has to be, that track has to be laid.
Speaking of respect, I will go as far as to say as that at the moment I can't think of an example, but I think 9 times out of 10, if you really think about it, to maintain that relationship, I think respect can even overpower love. Because when you lose respect for another, and I was actually told these very words by somebody else, when you lose respect for someone, everything is gone. It doesn't matter if you're getting everything else in that relationship, communication, respect, not respect, I don't know, love, sex, financial stability. When you lose respect for someone, everything is out the window. Don't matter how much you like him, how much you love him.
The respect is a really serious dynamic.
Person.
You can have love, or you can love the memory of that person, but everything going forward, if you don't restore a semblance of respect, it is affected. The vase is broken and it's never the same, especially when you break trust. Like, I know personally, in my last serious relationship, I know she lost respect from me, and vice versa. I lost respect for her. The only respect that remains out of that is I respect her as a person. I respect what she does in her life. I respect her as a mother. I respect her in all those endeavors, but I lost respect for us. We lost respect for each other in a relationship. And hopefully we're better on now. But, the liking, I got to a point where I didn't like this person anymore. I didn't love this person anymore. I got to the point where I was in love with a memory.
It makes it difficult for you to be with someone you don't like because you're annoyed.
Yeah, or you starting.
You live your life on edge.
Yeah, if you don't like them and it starts tainting your love, it starts making you feel tethered or tied and anchored to a person based on the idea of love, and it starts tainting your idea of love.
I have that in my mind. I think that, just thinking about this now, if you love someone, right, you love the white person, then you start to not like them, right?
Not like them, okay.
So you like them, you love them yesterday. Today, you love them, but you don't like them. I think when you don't like someone, that starts to kind of eat up at the love. And that turns into, instead of I just don't like you, period, and don't love you, I think instead of the love part becoming not love, it starts to turn into hate
or animosity.
Yeah.
So
if you, I don't think that was clear. I don't like you anymore, but I still love you. The not liking you anymore starts to eat up at the love, but instead of it becoming the not like, it starts turning into hate.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's kind of like
what we talk about.
What do you think?
I think about, like, say that scenario, right? I don't like you anymore. So before I acknowledge if I still love you, I don't like you anymore. Do I still respect you? Because if I respect you and I know I don't like you anymore and I know it's going to affect my love, then I have to make a decision. I should love you enough that I know if I don't like you anymore, so that I don't lose my respect for you. Don't like you. If I lose respect for you, I'm not going to love you. I should respect you enough to say, hey, I don't think this relationship is going to work. I love you enough because I still have love and I have respect. So long as I have love and respect for you, if I don't like you and I don't think I can change those things, then we need to break up. If I don't and I don't like you and I lose respect for you, love is not going to be enough. Love is not going to be it's an imbalance. There's 3 things. If you have love and respect on one side, and you lose the ability to like someone, like say you lose it completely, right? And that can't be convinced, then the love and respect should be enough to cut it off. But what's going to happen is if you try to maintain that and you stop liking the person and you stop respecting the person, you're not going to love that person. Now,
yeah, you just kind of lose the ability.
Yeah. Now, say you like, and you respect that person. Well, love is over here just as potential. You could potentially move over into love, right? Right.
That's very true.
And
that's how it happens when you meet someone and then you slowly just catch up to an actual.
But the crazy thing about it is that if you like someone and love someone but don't respect someone, you don't do either. You don't really like them and you don't really love them.
No, you can't.
That's a that's crazy, baby.
You can't, because you kind of see them as an object. In my opinion, what do you think? Do you think it's easier to not respect somebody if you start to not like them? So you love this person, you started to not like them. Okay. How does that affect your respect towards them? Does it become easier? I mean, not easier, but do you still respect them, or do you think it is more difficult for you to respect them?
I guess
if you start to not like them.
I guess if the reason why I'm starting to not like them less is because I'm losing respect for that person, then that'd be the factor. If I'm losing respect for you, which is the catalyst of why I'm not liking you as much, then that's one thing. If I'm not liking you because you have weird quirks or you're being annoying, then I know not liking you can be day in and day out. I might not like the way you do certain things. I might not like certain attributes about you, but in a relationship, you're compromising. You got to work it out. But for me, there are things about people I don't like that I don't tolerate. So I don't tolerate being spoken to any type of way. I don't tolerate hypocrisy around me. I don't tolerate things that are deal breakers, praise deal breakers. And I don't tolerate those things I don't like because I don't respect them. So if I can't respect it, I can't like it. But little quirks and little things are things that I find make me annoying or whatever. Sometimes I just got to roll up and be like, oh, this is just the way she is. And it's not great, or it does annoy me, get on my nerves sometimes. But all things aside, it's not something like, it's not disrespectful. It's not taken away from my ego. It's just, sometimes you just got to placate and accommodate. And it doesn't make me less of a person. And so long as the core love is there, that little inconsistency, man, that's just growing pains. That's just charge that to the game.
Do you think, because I was thinking about this in my past relationships, when I was on the last one, I think that all of that is mighty important, obviously, but you gotta also say that you can admire somebody. Not that you admire something in somebody, because you can admire something in anybody, but you I think you have to be able to say that you admire this person.
Okay.
And I think that's very important. And if you don't feel that, it's easier for you to lose respect.
If you don't admire that person.
If you don't admire that person, maybe because of their come up in life, maybe because of how they deal with problems in their family, maybe because they're really good at their job, maybe because of whatever reason, it just has to be about that person just by themselves as an individual. You have to admire them.
That goes back to our thing about consistency. I think what the admirable qualities we look for are things that a person has as consistent, that are beneficial or positive. So when I look at my sister and my brother-in-law, they are consistently supportive of one another. I admire that. I admire that they are able to push through so much adversity, whether it be the struggle or so much that they've been able to accomplish. They are consistent. And regardless of the likes or dislikes that go up and down, they maintain the track of love and a track of respect, because they love and respect each other holistically and greater than the days they do liking each other. Because they remind each other, man, you get on my nerves, but not so much to the point where I lose respect for you, because you're still doing what you need to do respectfully. And I know you still love me, because you're intertwined in a way to where you love that person, where it's like, I could never see anything happen in their life. And that's why I think it was weird about romantic relationships. You have your mom, you have your dad, you have your grandma and whatnot, right? You were born into life with them. You learned about them. They could do some really twisted stuff to you that would make you not love them, or just acknowledge them as love for family. But when you genuinely love these family members, if something happens to them, or heaven forbid, when they pass from this earth, you mourn their death, right? Because of the love you had for them. It's almost no different than like if you had a spouse. That person, you're supposed to cling to that person the same way, to where it's like you lose your mom, you lose your dad, you lose a family member, you lose your significant other. That pain is supposed to grip you the same way, because Yeah, you have grown into life with that person. They are a part of your life. When you get upset with your brother, you get upset with your mom, you go back and forth, they'll be that. But love and respect, might not always like them, but love and respect are always there. And
that's the priority. Yeah,
those are priority. Now, you can still lose respect in family. You can still not like family members. You can still lose love, but for the most part, that our family relationships or those who come into our families, good friends, significant others, they're supposed to be able to come into the reins, and we're supposed to blend so that they become an intertwined mesh part of our lives, to where someone from outside the family has now joined our family.
And the like is and to remember that liking is a very short-term thing. Just like your emotions. One today you're happy, tomorrow you're sad, the other day you're angry, and then you're happy for a week straight, and then you're miserable for a month. That's that's a very short-term thing.
That's true, man. And the most beautiful thing is that hopefully outside or even internal struggles don't affect your ability to like someone. Like, my demons should not affect my ability to like you, or my struggles should not affect my ability to like you, or anybody you're dealing with.
Because it's a really sad thing, because most of those demons aren't even your fault.
Yeah, or things happen, but what you don't want to do is you don't want to take your frustration out on your partner or your friends or your family, because you're going through something hard, whether external or internal. If you like that person, hopefully that person could be a refuge. That's what the biggest thing about it is. That's what, Nico, that's why we do what we're doing right now. This is just a very therapeutic circle of us conversating with one another, putting this out there for other people, because what I would hope for everybody, like, love, respect, whatever, is surround yourself with a circle of people that you can have this type of conversation with, that you can talk about.
Oh, you were calling me sweet and sentimental a second ago. Man, nah, you're the one making me blow.
Sweet and sour.
That was sweet as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
But no, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, that's what the most impactful thing in life is, to really, hopefully people have someone in their circle that you have people that you like in your circle. Not just you like having them around, but you can actually genuinely like that person. You can converse into people you respect, and that people you can eventually love because they really want the best for you and you want the best for them, and it works. And then hopefully you learn along the way that some people you're not going to like, some people you're not going to respect, some people you're not going to love. And once you identify those people, they got to go. Just switch, man. Just
for
man,
your health.
Just switch out your crops,
and
baby.
Also,
switch out your crops.
Last thing before we close out.
Yeah.
I'd rather have 2 people I love around me than 6 people I like. So yeah, I mean, we're saying liking is important. That's how things start. That's how things end. Yeah. Well, that's how things begin to end. But at the end of the day, it is a smaller thing than loving somebody.
True.
So it's not as impactful.
I'll take from that. I'd rather have someone, at least one person around me that I like, I love, and I respect. Key. And if that person got to be me, myself, I want to be able to like myself, love myself, and respect myself. Now, if I have a partner that I can do that with too,
albeit,
on God,
that's the best thing.
On God, if you have more people around you that you like, love, and respect, awesome. After that, if I have a bigger circle, I want people around me that I can respect. I want people around me I can respect. After that, bigger circle than that, I want people that I can like. Love is a chore. I'm not gonna love everybody. But I want to be able to respect everybody. I want to be able to like most people. But in my circle, at least, I must like, love, and respect myself. Same for a partner. And I would love to have a few family or something like that around me, which I do. I like, love, and respect you both. So
let us know in the comments down below what one person you like, one person you love, and one person I'm sure.
Yeah, don't tell me.
Or one person you don't like, one person you don't respect, and one person you don't. I
don't want to hear that either.
We're just trying to get.
That's gonna get real political.
We try. Well, people on your circle. You don't have to actually mention any names. Thank you, Rico, for this podcast. We'll be back with another one. We'll probably just knock it out in a few minutes. And yeah, thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, share it with all your friends. Tell them if they're not watching. If they're not watching us.
Yeah, real Halloween.
If they're not
watching us.
If they're not watching us, they're missing out. All right, my accent, my list, and my big.
Yeah, you put it.
Get on the way.
Y'all be good about it.